Load up. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, there's a really good chance you're going to see this later in the week when we're not live, so hang out for a little while. We're going to let people get in here. I'm going to be answering questions right now on Monday to start the week, right? We're very early right now. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Sportscaster. We're live on YouTube. So, target offense sheet is what is over my shoulder right now. It is what you are seeing. We have a brand new webcam. Look at this. The face is beautiful right now on this new webcam. I get it. It's Labor Day. It's 5/14, Labor Day if you're a Yankees fan. So I'm not sure if people will actually join into this chat or not, but I'm here. I'm here to shoot the shit. I'm here to answer some questions for you guys for week one early on. I've taken a deep look at it, pretty deep so far. What's going on, Brian Krebs? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Yeah, so I'm here to chat. I'm here to chat week one. Right now, we have a video uploading. It is a week one position-by-position picks video. That'll be up by like 6:15, 6:30 Eastern time. If you're watching this later in the week, be sure to check that out as well. Just a preview. Everybody's jumping in. What's going on? Hey, everybody get in here. What's going on? What's going on, OJL? Sean Dunn says, what do you think of the wide receivers for San Fran? They're not household names, but you think one is worth a shot for tournaments. Yeah, so the wide receivers for San Fran, I mean, the household names somewhat if you follow the NFL, Dante Pettis and Marquise Goodwin. Goodwin battling the injury lately, and Dante Pettis sliding down the roster spot, or at least that's what it seems like from the preseason. Deebo Samuel, the rookie, and Jalen Hurd, the rookie. Hurd battling the injury. Deebo Samuel looking very good right now, potentially being a starting wide receiver or not. But yes, I think Deebo Samuel is the only guy I'd throw in a tournament lineup and sort of a dart throw. But I don't think any of them are really standing out with the amount of wide receivers you have. What's going on, Mike Briggs? Is there really any chance at winning the million on Thursday? Winning it by yourself? Yeah, there's a chance. You want to know the exact chance? Somebody let me know right now how many people are in that tournament. I imagine it's like 300,000. So you want to see how much of a chance there is? This is your chance. Ready? You have a 0.0003% chance of winning that if you enter one lineup. So there's your chance. Not much, no. Winning it by yourself, definitely. You can get very different. There's a ton of salary on that slate to leave on the table. There's guys who are I can get that slate up right now for us. I'll get that slate up right now. I have that in a separate file here. I'll get to everybody's questions. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we're just chatting right now. Let me get that slate up. Cool. Yeah, so, I mean, look at the salaries right now on Draftkings. And this is not the captain price. This is just your normal flex pricing. But obviously, you have your expensive guys, Adams, the quarterbacks, Aaron Jones. You have a very cheap, in my opinion, David Montgomery. But you have so many guys who are going to be dirt cheap. You have a $1,000, where is he right now? You have, Trey Burton doesn't seem like he's going to be playing. But you have a very cheap tight end in Robert Tonyan. You have very cheap wide receivers who are the number 4 and number 5 guys right now for the Packers and Trevor Davis and Kumerow. They will definitely be on the field. You have Cordell Patterson, who, not to mention dirt cheap kickers. Yeah, so you can win it. Clearly, somebody's going to win it. I think you could actually win it by yourself. Sup, Sal? What's going on, Houston? Why don't you do FanDuel? I mean, in the target offense sheet, I have FanDuel on here. I think FanDuel's a terrible site. Look, I don't have anything against the people there or anything like that. I'm just speaking on the way that they allow people to play. DraftKings by far has better tournaments. They by far aren't doing sketchy things like draining people's accounts that they don't use. If you don't use your account after 2 years, they'll start pulling money out of it. That seems very sketchy. So I just don't like FanDuel. For the NFL, I usually will play more FanDuel just to get more money down, but I cover it from DraftKings mainly because it's the better site, one. More people play on DraftKings, too, so when you're looking things up, it ranks better for me, and I personally, the preference of it, I like it more. Lots of things on FanDuel I do not like. At least they got rid of the kicker. Hell yeah. Let's talk money, baby. NFL is back. Hell yeah, Walter. If somebody can continue to give me sort of an update on how many people are in this, if we somehow get like 50 people on fucking Labor Day at 5 in the afternoon, that'd be fantastic. What's going on, Wardham? Good, brother. Had some decent season-long drafts. Yeah, my main season-long draft is tonight. All mine are really this week. Tonight and then 2 on Wednesday. What do you think about Albert Wilson in Miami? No other receivers. No, there's other receivers out there. There's a lot of receivers out of Miami. I don't have much interest in Albert Wilson. Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be just absolutely torching the ball around out there. So that gives all those receivers a little bit of upside. Let's get to this. Kenny Stills was signed. He was cut. He was signed in Houston, I believe, right? And then you have Albert Wilson. You still have Devontae Parker. You still have Alan Hearns if he's actually going to be out there. Wilson seems to be battling back from his injury. Not much interest, honestly, in Albert Wilson. Ryan Fitzpatrick will be slinging it around out there. Not much interest, though, if I'm being honest, at least right now. There's other guys who I think are sneaky for this week. and that's what I'll be getting to the most. I think Chris Conley is, I talked about him in the video that's uploading, so you can watch that once that uploads. Let's see how far it is uploaded. It is halfway, it's processing, so it'll probably be another half hour, then I gotta put the thumbnail and stuff on it. Who should be on the thumbnail? You guys pick. What 2 players should be on the thumbnail for this upcoming video, for the picks video for today? It's going to be releasing later today. His success in camp and even in a little bit of the preseason with Nick Foles. When I mean win it by yourself, the $1 million on Thursday, take first place and not split it with anybody else, meaning no ties. There's so many guys in there that, so many lineups, there's going to be a ton of ties. Just getting unique, leaving $3,000 on the table is what I'm going to be doing in my Thursday lineups. Just got to the stream, so I don't know if you've talked about him, but what's your opinion on David Montgomery's value? So what do you mean by his value? For season long, fantastic. In the Thursday night slate, he's way too cheap. We can go over to the Thursday night slate sheet right here. He's just way too cheap. David Montgomery at $8,200. Are you kidding me? This guy's going to be on the field for 3 downs. They already said Tariq Cohen will not be on the field that much, or not nearly as much as last year. Who else are they going to put out there? I know they have Mike Davis. That, if anything, hurts Tariq Cohen more. Montgomery's going to be on the field for 3 downs more times than not. Packers defense is improved, but the one spot that they are weak, if any, is at the linebacker position. Blake Martinez is fine, but then the number 2 linebacker, not great. What up, Sal? Let's get these 700 subs. 700 subs? Damn, you want me to get 700 subs? Yeah, we'll get them right now. Hey, we're like 20 subscribers away from 7,000, though, if that's what Nicholas Tomes meant. What's going on, my man? Casey Nash, thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this live stream right now, somebody let me know. How many people are watching? Anybody know? Let me know. If you're watching this live stream right now and you are not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're here all NFL season long. I'm going to give you as much value as I can. I'm going to be appearing on Awesomo's strategy show on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, as well as my channel every single day. I'm going to be live before the games start, Monday and Thursday night showdowns, as well as Sunday at 11 a.m. I'll be live on Patreon, so if you want to become a patron, you can. And if you want access to my private email address, where I'll be answering only those people's questions throughout the week, on the weekends at least, and definitely on Sundays, that is also on Patreon. Lots of packages there, lots of stuff coming out. These stat sheets are already up there as well. In here, bro, what's going on, Austin Spence? Mark Ingram / Lamar Jackson stack, question mark. I don't think there's, I mean, you don't stack them. So playing Mark Ingram and Lamar Jackson, I think, is actually negatively correlated. Mark Ingram he catches the ball, but not nearly enough to be worthwhile as a pass catching back. Lamar Jackson, you play him for his rushing upside. If you play Mark Ingram, you're hoping for a big game out of Mark Ingram. Stacking them doesn't make sense. Lamar Jackson, if I ever play Lamar Jackson, there's a very high chance, like 99% of the time, I'm not stacking anybody from his team. I'm running Lamar Jackson naked because I do believe in what naked means is just you don't play any players stacked with him. Mark Ingram and Lamar Jackson is not a positively correlated stack. I would not go there. It really, in my opinion, does not make much sense. If you gave me a pass catcher on that team, maybe. But even then, I'd rather just run Lamar Jackson naked. Montgomery, says Brian Herbs. Montgomery has the cover photo. He's already, probably not for the main pick slate because he's not on the main pick. He's not on the main slate. What's going on, Nemes? What do you think about Shanahan in the showdown? Shaheen or whatever his name is? Yeah, he's the tight end with Trey Burton going to be out. Yeah, he's going to pick up steam. At least in my opinion, he's going to be a guy who is going to be, Adam Shaheen, he's going to be the guy who goes out there and he's going to be the starting tight end at $400. Makes a lot of sense if indeed Trey Burton is out, which it seems like this injury is much worse than they originally let on in Chicago. Who is backup tight end for the Bears if Burton is out? We just talked about him. I believe that's who they're going to be going with. I don't even really see anybody else on the roster. At least I probably cut them out. I cut a lot of guys out that didn't make much sense to me. 47. 50. 52. All right, so we got about 50 people in here. A dabble do ya. What's going on? Yeah. 554. What is 554? 54, I mean. Moving up in the world, says Brian. Hey, yeah, we are. Yeah, Shane, 54. Dak and Amari Cooper stack. Yeah, if Amari plays week 1, they're saying now that he's probably going to play. Dak, I am so high on Dak this year. I can't even tell you how much I like this guy. He's been so consistent the past 2 years. Last year, he ended the year fantastic, running the ball more. Dak Prescott is just going to light it up this year. I cannot wait. Especially Zeke. I don't have any really concerns about him not being back for the bulk of this season. I think he comes back week 1. I think he probably comes back at the worst at the beginning of week 2 if you saw my video on that. But yeah, I really like Dak Prescott. Amari Cooper, a completely fine stack that probably goes a little bit underrated in my opinion. Kirk and Thielen 100. I'd rather Kirk and Stephon Diggs, to be honest with you. Thielen seems to be battling a bit of an injury, but they're fine. I mean, I can't say much bad things about Thielen. I would rather Stephon Diggs, though. I think he's actually the better wide receiver, too. Chiefs stack. Matt Woods, is that a question? Yeah, Chiefs stack is the obvious stack you want to go to. You're just paying a lot of money for Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill. I probably don't get to a Chiefs stack. Getting to Mahomes and Kelce is very easy this week with all the value. That's completely fine to get to, but I really don't want much else there. The running backs are now all just a complete shit show. Thielen and Cook both cash viable. Cook is one of the biggest cash locks. I mean, I'm not locking him right now, but Cook is in a great spot. Don't overreact to his matchup against the Falcons. It's very good. That's all you have to say. Don't say it's one of the best in the league. No, the Falcons gave up the 4th most fantasy points to the running back. Everybody wants to say it was the most last year. When Deion Jones is healthy, they are much better at defending pass-catching running backs. Dalvin Cook, though, I'm very high on. He's way too cheap. Thielen, not as much cash game viable, though. Tom V says, thoughts on Dak week 1? Yeah, those were my thoughts. I love it. He shredded the preseason. He's looked fantastic in camp. They're putting more plays in there to kind of leverage his skills as sort of an option guy. The option around the red zone is going to be more active. Michael Gallup takes a step forward. Jason Witten is back there. Even if Zeke is out, Tony Pollard is more than capable for a week of 2 of sustaining Dak Prescott in the pass-catching game as a running back. I love Dak Prescott. I love him this week. I don't know if I'm playing him yet because there's so many cheap guys. Week 1 of the NFL season, there always is. 66 guys watching now. Hey, if we hit 100 on just on a holiday, you all rock. So spread the word. I feel like you can get a lot of points for Kirk's price in DK. I think he's priced at 5,600. I can let you know right now how much. I think he's 55. Kirk is 5,500. Yeah, I mean, the matchup against Atlanta is fantastic. They have a good team implied total of 25.75. Last year, Atlanta gave up top 2 points in the league, 23.6 to the quarterback position. There's a decent pace here. I have projected a little over 125 plays for this game. Kirk Cousins is also another fine play. Like this 5K range, I'm very much interested in. And Nick Foles at 5,300 is going to be low owned. Kirk Cousins at 55 in a good matchup. Carson Wentz with a very high implied team total at 57. And I love Dak Prescott at 59 with a 26.5 implied team total. Miles Sanders or Jordan Howard. I have no interest in either. There's so many running backs back there. Darren Sproles will be catching the ball. Corey Clement will be on the field some. Jordan Howard, I imagine, will be a goal line type back. Miles Sanders, I think, is the best running back in that backfield. And I am biased as a Penn Stater, but second round pick, he's definitely the best running back in my opinion in the backfield. Just there's so many guys back there. I don't really feel like playing it in fantasy. I think you're drawing dead there. How you doing, Sal? Great info as usual. Thank you. I appreciate that. Delaney Walker versus Cleveland. I love Delaney Walker this week at that price point. I don't like him on the season as much as a lot of other people, but week 1, how can you go wrong at 3,500 for a guy who it's going to be underrated that Adam Humphries will probably take a lot of targets away from him, to be completely honest with you, in the middle of the field. But Walker is still, in all of Marcus Mariota's career, probably his favorite target. How do you feel about Josh Jacobs in Oakland? He's going to be okay. It kind of worries me that John Gruden said he'll have 1 to 2 weeks to secure himself as a 3-down back. Otherwise, they'll give more work to Jalen Rashad as the 3rd-down pass-catching back. It's not too much of a worry, but that seems like a very short sample. He's going to get all the work in the world, though, or all the opportunity to kind of provide for himself. Mahomes or Russell Wilson week 1? Mahomes or Russell Wilson week 1? As of right now, I have more interest in Russell Wilson. Just the matchup against Cincinnati, they were so bad last year. But Mahomes against Jacksonville, tougher matchup at the highest implied team total. Hard to get away from. It's so easy to fit Mahomes in this week. If we're talking about cash, Mahomes. If we're talking about tournaments, Russell Wilson right now. What's going on, Chase Nichols? Who's the better play at wide receiver, Crowder or Humphries? I'd rather Humphries. What do you think about Fournette against KC? Leonard Fournette is one of my favorite running backs this week. I talk about him in the video a lot. He is now the only running back on this roster that will touch the ball. Alfred Blue on IR. You're going to get, at the running back position, 2 rookies. Devin Ozigbo, who they signed from the Saints after he got cut, and then the rookie that Jacksonville drafted, Armstrong. So, yeah, I have a lot of faith in Leonard Fournette, who should be on the field for 3 downs, who's catching the ball more, who secluded himself to a remote island for a month and is now in the best shape of his life. Yeah, I like Leonard Fournette a lot. Favorite tournament play week 1? Shay, it's way too early, honestly. I have no idea. I have to see what ownership looks like. Not sure if you went over CMC. Possible fade now that you aren't giving him goal line work. Yes. I'm not playing too much CMC. I don't have much interest in him this week. I'd rather both Zeke and Saquon at the upper end, obviously, if Zeke plays. Any free squares week 1, minimum salary plays? No minimum salary free plays. I don't think there's any free plays. Like, you get a very cheap Jacoby Brissett at the quarterback position and a very terrible matchup, even with Derwin James out. I'm not really interested. There's no free plays. There's so many good running backs in the 5K range and the 6K range. None of them are free squares, in my opinion. Dalvin Cook comes close, but he's not even a free square. Wide receiver range, really no free squares either. There's so many ways you can go to this for week 1. I love it. David Johnson or Barkley week 1? Saquon Barkley by a mile, but the price points is very far there, so it's $1,300 difference. Marlon Mack is slept on. Maybe. Obviously, Andrew Luck not being there is going to make that offense very, very bad. And it's going to really hurt their upside. And he's going to be in negative game scripts. And you're probably going to get more Naeem Himes on the field for pass catching work than a Marlon Mack, in my opinion. Sal, what do you think about having a balanced lineup for GPP in week 1, especially if Zeke isn't going to play? I can pay down at quarterback, running backs, and wide receiver. Yeah, everybody's going to be doing that, Chase. It's not bad. It's the right move. When everybody does it, usually at this point, it's probably the right move in hindsight, but the right move in hindsight doesn't win tournaments probably. So the balanced lineup is where everybody's going. Everything's so cheap. Everybody knows that. Week 1 of the NFL season is by far the loosest pricing. Darnold/Bell stack could go off and be very low owned. Yeah, I don't have much interest in Bell in season long, but he will be very low owned. Le'Veon Bell is going to be one of the pivot options, in my opinion, this week. Going to get no work. Cobb, ? No interest in Cobb. What do you think of Preston Williams in Miami? Miami is going to get slaughtered. They will be throwing a lot, I believe, from behind. Yeah, Preston Williams I love. Preseason darling. Had one of the best touchdown catches probably the entire season, called back because he barely stepped out of bounds before he caught it. Randall Cobb, no interest. Dude, CMC, Cook, Carson is the most common running back lineup guaranteed. No, I completely disagree with that, Chris Edwards. CMC, Saquon's going to be in more lineups than CMC without a doubt. Cook, I agree on. Carson, probably. Thoughts on Josh Gordon and Cooper Kupp? Would you play them over Alshon Jeffrey? I play both of them over Jeffrey. Who has more raw points, Dak or Winston? I mean, probably Winston, but he's also a lot more expensive than Dak. Aguilar safe versus Washington? No. He's not safe, but he's okay. Westbrook at wide receiver, great value, low ownership. Oh, Westbrook's going to be highly owned. Westbrook will be probably one of the top 3 or 4 most high-owned wide receivers. He's fine for cash. Do you like Curtis Samuel against the Rams? Of course. He's way too cheap at 4,200. Thank you. Brissett combo. Or T-Wide Brissett combo. Fournette at flex. Fournette's very good. Pollard will be highly owned. Pollard, I don't even know right now if we're actually going to get Zeke out. But if he is out, then yes, Pollard would probably be the highest owned running back. How do you feel about Devin Singletary? Week 1 for DFS, I have no interest. The price point's very good, but I have to see what they do first. I love him on the season, though. Don't listen to this dude left my ass up. This doesn't know shit. Oh, Corey Boss wants to come in here and say that I don't know anything. I know a lot more than you, bud. Corey Boss, chill, yeah. Do you like Djax week 1? Sal Smart, says Justin. I didn't say that, but thank you, Justin. Do you like Djax week 1? Yeah, Djax is just a tournament option. He always has been his whole career. He's a boomer bust. Does he one-trick pony catch a 50-yard touchdown or not? I personally won't be going there. Westbrook, Samuel, or Godwin? Thanks. All 3 of them are going to be very good cash staples. If I had to pick one of those guys, I would probably go Godwin. Amari Cooper or Mike Evans? As of right now, Mike Evans. Who is your favorite wide receiver with low ownership projections? The ownership projections aren't out yet anywhere. They won't come out till middle of the week. It's way too early in the week. Hunter Henry thoughts? Thanks. Yeah, he's like a top 4 or 5 tight end I have interest in. Oof. How many people are watching? Somebody let me know. Is Freeman a RB1? No, he's not. Where can you find ownership before tournaments start? I mean, you'll never know the ownership before it starts. It's just projections. FanShare and Awesemo have very good ownership projections. If you want a discount to FanShare, I have a 20% off referral coupon that I can give you, a promo coupon. So if you have an interest in that, reach out to me on Twitter at SalBetchaDFS. I recommend FanShare and Awesemo. They're both very good ownership sites. I use both. I like Julio to get 15 targets week 1. Thoughts? 15 seems steep. Definitely possible. It's in his range of outcomes, but it's not a median. 98, 99. Wow. Austin Hooper, ? No. 100 are watching. Wow. Don't be trashing Sal. Dude won me some money last season when I was still green. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, man. We'll send that email off tonight. Yeah, definitely send the email, Austin. I want to help. You're at 100. Singletary this week. Cameron Rhodes, what's up? He's very cheap, Singletary. He's more of a GPP play for sure, but I'm probably not getting to him. It's just too hard to tell what happens this week, and it's not the greatest of matchups. They only have an 18.25 implied total against the Jets, who are very good at limiting the run in what will be a very slow-paced game. Who would you start, Freeman or Jay White, PPR? So you're talking about your season-long league here. Freeman. Sal's doing research while you sleep in your mom's basement, boss. That's funny. Your take on Fournette this season. Mark Adams, I love Leonard Fournette this season. Who else is in that backfield? Alfred Blue is now on IR. They have a fullback and 2 rookie running backs. One that was just cut by the Saints. The other that they drafted, but they don't really plan on using him all that much. Leonard Fournette, if he stays healthy, is going to be an absolute monster. I don't think he's that efficient, but for fantasy purposes, he's going to get 20-plus touches, all the goal line work, and now he's worked on his pass-catching game, went secluded to an island. I love Leonard Fournette. Does DK have 250 to first TD bonus like FanDuel? I don't know. Your take on Fournette, there you go. Thoughts on Zay Jones at 3,700? I'm not going there this week. It's too cute. Just joined in. Thoughts on Coleman at 5,000 for week 1? One of my top plays with Carson and Cook at running back. Yeah, Carson and Cook, everybody in their world, everybody in their mom's going to be playing them. Coleman, I have no interest in. It's going to be a running back by committee with Matt Breida. Raheem Morstead is also out there. They kept him on the roster. Breida, I imagine, sees 35 to 40% of the work. Darnold, Robert Anderson, Bell stack. Yeah, RH, that's a very good stack for tournaments, not anything else. Wentz, Ertz stack good for GPP. Yeah, it's fine. Thoughts on playing cheap defenses that should be facing plenty of pass attempts? Yes, I like that a lot. Plenty of pass attempts. Playing a defense in a shootout is honestly better than playing a middle-of-the-pack defense. What's up, man? What's going on? No, 105 are watching. Let's go. Allen Robinson props this week. They're not out yet. Props don't come out until later in the week. Thoughts on Chubb week 1? Tennessee defense is good. Yeah, I'm not getting too much Chubb, at least right now. Do you think the Thursday Millie Maker will have a single winner for the Packer game? I'm going to be leaving $3,000 to $4,000 on the table to try and be that single winner. But no, I don't think so, but I think it's possible. McCaffrey thoughts, no interest for week 1. Rather get the Saquon for $200 more. He's going to have all the goal line work and all the pass catching and rushing work. McCaffrey seems to not be getting any of the goal line work now. Do you think Manning will start the entire season? Hell no. Thoughts on LaShawn? Yeah, I made a video on LaShawn McCoy. I think him and Damian Williams, they both were named the starting running back, both of them by Andy Reid. So they ran 23.7 times last year, the Chiefs, per game. If we just say 20 attempts, you give some to Darwin Thompson, 20 attempts between Shady McCoy and Damian Williams, that's not great for either of them. I think Damian Williams will be the pass catching back. He's by far, at this point in his career, 5 years younger than Shady McCoy, a better pass catching weapon in that offense. My bad, Sal. Didn't realize you waved when I messaged you. What do you mean wave? Sorry, I meant what stat line do you think Allen Robinson will have? Oh, stat line, not prop. I don't know the stat line. I really don't. That Thursday night game, he's a good option, but I don't know what stat line is going to happen. I haven't looked at props. Tyreek Hill thoughts. How many people are in here, guys? This week versus Packers. Yeah, I'm a Packers fan. I can't wait for that game. If you look at Zay Jones' targets from last year, do you think his targets go down that much where you are looking to play him? No, I don't think his targets go down that much. There's not many wide receivers out there. Cole Beasley is going to take over a lot of the target share in the slot. You're going to get pass catching work being filtered out to a TJ Yeldon and a Devin Singletary. Zay Jones will have targets. I just have no upside really there. Do you think Phillip Rivers is in a good spot week 1? Yes, a very good spot. Gurley week 1. Gurley would be a very... I didn't realize you were live. Yeah, okay, awesome, Bama. Yeah, no problem, man. Gurley week 1. He'll be very low owned. I don't get there. Would you stack Fournette, Foles, and Dede? Yes, I think the Jacksonville stack is very sneaky this week so far. I hate smartphones. Ted Ginn Jr., a sneaky play this week? Yeah, I guess sneaky. I don't have much interest. 118 people. Hey, if you're watching this right now, take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm about to do my own advertisement. Hit the subscribe button. I have a Patreon. I'll put the Patreon link down below in the description. I have exclusive content over there for many of sports. It's going to be a huge deal for the NFL season, doing this now full time. And then my NFL Daily Fantasy course, it's also linked down below. You can check that out. It's $50 off till the end of the week. Thank you. People are there. You go. People are subscribing. Hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 7,000. Can we get to it on this stream? What do you think about David Johnson? I'm very worried for David Johnson this week against the Lions. They're a very slow team. That defense is terrible to begin with. I'm very worried about them. We're 20 away. Come on, hit the subscribe button. We're 20 away from 7K. This week 1 video is up, so the picks video is up. Hit that like bell. Thank you. Who are you fading for sure? No idea yet. Way too soon. I have to see what ownership looks like. It's Monday, right, guys? There's 6 days. In terms of my player pool, I have an idea of some players. I have no idea at my filtered final player pool of about 50 players or so yet. I'll be sharing my player pool most likely on Patreon later this week by Friday or Saturday. Sub, thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people asking questions. When playing 100 head-to-heads, would you use the optimal lineup or use 7? No, you have to use one lineup. Do not reduce your risk thinking poker. Play one cash lineup. Do not play multiple. You are hedging against yourself when you play multiple. You could win all of your head-to-heads with one lineup. You can never do that with multiple. What do you think about the Bengals-Seahawks game? I like Mixon, says Carson. I like Carson. Not so much Mixon. You think Clowney will make a difference? Yeah, he's a great player. Melvin out the whole year? I haven't seen that. Tight ends week 1, Sunday main slate. Yeah, that will be in the video. The video will be up very shortly. It's almost done processing. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get out of here. All right, I'm about to bounce, guys. This was a good stream. I'll answer the rest of your questions. How many people are in here? Mayfield, Higgins, Chubb stack? No Higgins. Don't go to Higgins. If you're going to play a wide receiver there, go to OBJ. Pay up for it. Thoughts on Keenan week 1? He should see more targets if the Colts keep up the score. Yes, I like Allen week 1 a lot. John Ross versus Seattle, question mark? Nah, I'm not going to get there. Will you be going live? Yes, I'll be going live 11 a.m. on Sunday and 7 p.m. on Thursday before lock. Will you share player pool for Thursday game on Patreon as well? The player pool for Thursday's game is going to be like fucking everybody. There's no reason to share a player pool for Thursday's game. If I'm making a ton of lineups and there's so many different salary options, it's literally just jamble as many different lineups as you can with a viable captain. So I'll be doing ranks and tiers, no player pool though, but I'll rank and tier like 10 to 15 plays. Trade talk suspended. Trade talks for who? Thoughts on Eifert week 1? No real thoughts right now. How do you attack $100 single entry on DK? Well, first, if you don't have $100 to lose, don't play it because there's a great chance you lose it because you're facing all the best players in the entire world when you're playing at that sort of stakes. But you attack it a little bit more different than cash, but not as crazy as a GPP or a big field. Who do we think gets the first touchdown on Thursday? First touchdown on Thursday, I have no idea. Devontae Adams. He'll be the favorite to do it. Is Breida at play this week? No, not my opinion. My first year playing DFS, how many lineups should I do per week? If you're playing cash, just one. Cash is head-to-heads. If you want to learn more about how to really win money in NFL DFS, my NFL DFS course is $50 off until Monday. It is linked right down below. Damn, you skipped me, says Justin. Sorry, so many comments are coming in. What'd you say, Justin? Pettis, Godwin, Diggs, Kirk. Pick 2. Diggs and Godwin by far. Not even close. Contract talks. Good luck to all of you. Where we go, we all go. Austin Hooper is the play. Sal don't know. Trust me, Sal doesn't know, says Mr. Haywood. Yeah, I don't know anything, Mr. Haywood. You're right. Been a fan since last year, and your show is getting better and better. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate your support. That was one guess. Adams or Gabriel. Maybe Cohen. You like Jarvis Landry? I do not like Jarvis Landry at all. Not in season long, not in DFS. That man in season long is a bust. If you drafted him, I feel sorry for you. Jarvis Landry relies on volume and being the most targeted receiver on his team. He is not a high touchdown guy. He is not a guy who catches the ball down the field. OBJ will now be the high volume guy. He will be the touchdown guy. He will be the guy down the field. Jarvis Landry takes a huge hit. He should not be drafted at his current ADP. Dak over Cam week 1. Cam is going to be very sneaky if he's fully healthy. Seems like he's already out of his walking booth. I actually like Cam more week 1, but he's more expensive. What time zone are you? I'm in the Eastern time zone. I'm in North Carolina. Marcus Goodwin at 4K. I don't have interest. Can you give tips for the late swap? That's in the course. I'll try and give tips here and there, but there's just so much to talk about. Great content, Sal. Thanks for all the help the past year. Almost. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Do you like Baker week 1? Yes, I do. All right, so the video is about to be processed, my week 1 video. Make sure to check that out. When you watch it, hit the like button. Again, how many people are watching? We're about to end this video. I got to go do season-long prep. I have a draft in an hour. So how many people are watching? Can somebody let me know before we bounce? Thanks, Sal. Thank you. Lamar Jackson, week 1, says Tom V. Yeah, he's fine. I think there's better quarterback options just based on his matchup and overall team total. 103 watching. Oh, you're from Charlotte? Yeah, I live in Raleigh now. I moved here a month ago, 5 weeks ago. All right, guys, hit the subscribe button before you leave. I appreciate you all tuning in. Videos will be up all week. We're going to have a values video, a final thoughts. My picks video is about to be up. I'll be live Thursday before lock for an hour. I'll be live Sunday before lock. I will be on Awesimo's channel tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Lofty over there. So come check me out. Follow me on Twitter at SalVentureDFS. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate it. Kyler Murray this week? No, I don't have much interest in the overhyped Cardinals offense this week against a very slow-paced Detroit team. Good show again. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Whether you're watching this live or on the recap, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Tori. Great job, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good luck on the draft. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Hoping to get some picks that I'm really looking forward to. Later, man. Take care. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. You guys are the best. I love doing this so much. Peace out, gang.